Among the goals of the 2014-2020 Interreg MED transnational cooperation programme is that of fostering creativity and social innovation in all the key sectors of the territorial economy, to strengthen creative industry, to consolidate co-working spaces, to enhance the cultural heritage, to modernise public contracting, to foster sustainable growth, and to increase open data. These are the objectives of the social and creative community, born with a contribution of thematic projects and thanks to the work of promoting connections and interactions between local and transnational parties and networks, implemented by the TALIA, Territorial Appropriation of Leading Edge Innovation Actions project.
What I liked about the SMART project is the falling and the crumbling of the stereotypes that sometimes we have between people who create, people who invent and people who produce. And this is where innovation came in. This is where we supported innovation, because we innovated in the way in which people think about each other. So communication was the first creative and social innovation, which led to positive results in the collaboration between artists and firms, small and medium enterprises in particular, and creative people on the other side.
To access new market and to expand, cultural and creative experts need a very strong social sphere beyond a traditional economic approach. And Quebec gives the opportunity to build this cluster approach at a Mediterranean level.
We have started a long time ago to work together in the field of creative industries and social innovation through incredible project and also through Quebec, a project for internationalization. We think it's a win-win project and it's a win-win approach that can be used elsewhere in Europe.
Innovation in a social and creative setting can influence and change European policies. The Mediterranean area is able to develop political strategies and actions that respond to the territory's emerging needs, to provide improved results, and to create social relationships for new models of cooperation.
It's an integrated approach to develop a fertile system for the cultural world, in order to better understand the needs of the CCIs and to create an appropriate context for the improvement of the MED area countries.
In Paradigma, we believe in an innovation that is not like an accessory to add to some sort of business, to create added value, but is a principle in which we can bring together efforts in a community, creating a cluster that create advantage for the area. So basically is a model that can be exchanged and can create a real social value, and at the same time can create economic value.
We successfully managed to utilize those services and tools and generated over 14 highly competitive projects delivered by joint cooperation of creative industry and furniture producers. Zagreb Innovation Center is going to continue with the cross-fertilization process and further develop new projects and ideas coming from the creative industry and traditional sectors.
Le Port des Créateurs est une structure qui a vocation à accompagner les artistes et les structures culturelles. Nous avons mis en place ce projet il y a 3 ans maintenant, un projet qui a débuté avec un programme de résidence d'artistes qui était ouvert à l'ensemble des artistes à l'échelle internationale et donc plus particulièrement en Europe et en Méditerranée.
Co-Create project has been the opportunity to explore and to apply methods and tools of co-design and design thinking. The most important effect is cultural effect, because collaborative projects are the proof that nothing is different until we think different.
Thanks to the creation of innovative knowledge and processing instruments, the social and creative community makes a concrete contribution to developing these innovative policies. The application of innovative processes from the sharing economy to cross-fertilization cuts across several fields. Their implementation and the transferability of the results is strategic for the future of the Mediterranean area.
The Odeon project is focused on the production with creative and innovative methods of applications and services, built with the open government data that are collected from the partners' territories. Open data will perform a real social benefits and impact for all organizations and individuals. We are living the age of data.
One of the core actions of Odeon projects is the creation of regional data hubs. The joint work of public administrations, companies, researchers, civic hackers to exploit the potential of open data will foster the development of Mediterranean regions.
Málaga has already several incubators for creative and cultural entrepreneurs. More than 40 local companies have been participating in the Chimera Living Labs, and more than 10 companies have taken part in international actions within Chimera project. We have also improved our connection with the most important economic and social agents in the cultural and creative sectors.
Innovatività e creatività sono due termini che si integrano fortemente perché la creatività è innovazione. Noi crediamo fortemente che questo sia il futuro del nostro continente. Lo facciamo con impegno e con gioia, vorrei anche dire, perché vuol dire allargare i propri orizzonti.
I'm Ana Armano Linta, a product designer. My occupation and love goes towards didactic games and toys and tools, also for kids as for people with special needs and adults in general. I participated in a co-create project, and I think it's really nice that this project is in Mediterranean area, because in different countries situation is different, so it is interesting to see how it is functioning in different countries.
I'm a creative director at production house Studio Legen. We combine art, technologies, other creative, innovative industries to video and audio production. And we are very happy to participate in the SMART project because we are looking forward to work with our partners in the Mediterranean, where we want to expand the visual field to the next level.
The key for developing an innovation model that capitalizes on the characteristics of the countries of the Mediterranean is cross-fertilization. For example, the achievement of intercultural literacy or community use of public spaces can become a natural base for trialing new social models.
The idea is also on a European level to defend the artistic diversity and cultural diversity. In fact, we support local organizations which support artistic production relevant concerning the specificities of our area. The idea of Quebec is also to develop this diversity for the European citizen and not only for a professional community.
It's crucial for us to develop new opportunities and new contacts with other countries, with other organizations all over Europe. And from here, we decided to participate in the Quebec project to raise new links and bonds with other youth and symphonic orchestra all over Europe and other creative organizations.
Soundburst is a platform service that allows artists and European organizations to connect each other. If you play jazz, hip-hop, every kind of music, you can match an organization that will provide you good service like management, label, publishing or booking agencies.
We had some good work in music, and we can meet a lot of people from the Mediterranean area, and it was really rich and some cultural mixing. This is really interesting to put some actors in relation, so yeah, it was a really good experience.
In the vision of the social and creative community, the individual projects of creativity and social innovation, developed by parties and territories, provide points of departure and nourishment for new policies, replicable throughout the area to create a Mediterranean innovation system.
Prominent MED is dealing with the specific aspects of public procurement, namely in what regards public procurement for innovation. We feel and we believe that this project will trigger the dialogue between innovators, and it will enable to public authorities to better conduct, gathering all the aspects that will enable innovation in these procedures.
A Simbauca é a comunidade intermunicipal do Baixo Alentejo. Através deste Prominent MED conseguimos criar aqui mecanismos de inovação no âmbito da contratação pública que pode servir para replicarmos junto dos nossos parceiros. E a experiência que iremos recolher em termos de inovação na contratação pública permitirá acedermos ao mercado de forma inovadora e, dessa forma, criar soluções inovadoras para problemas antigos que temos aqui na nossa região.
Este projeto veio permitir-nos trabalhar neste edifício histórico, situado precisamente no centro histórico de Mértola, o edifício que são os espaços do Conselho da Câmara Municipal de Mértola, e através deste procedimento inovador nós conseguimos que as empresas viessem ao local, vissem as condições do edifício, percebessem o que é que tinha que ser feito e assim permitir-nos negociar com eles. Este procedimento, além de ser inovador, permite-nos também poder utilizá-lo como exemplo piloto para poder haver uma replicação deste tipo de procedimento em outras empreitadas e em outros trabalhos que tenham que fazer, portanto, no espaço desta CIM, que abrange 13 municípios do Baixo Alentejo.
The whole concept of the Mediterranean diet is relatively new for Albania, and we are gaining knowledge from other countries to be able to promote it at national level through shared knowledge, training methodologies and establishment of living labs. We also hope to bring to the customers' attention the importance of the Mediterranean diet as it comes to food security, and to also promote the trend among young people to eating and living healthy.
Para 22 vitesh emigrova në Itali, ku aty u frymëzova dhe u njohta me mënyrën se si vlerësoj territorin në atë zonë dhe kuptoja se si në zonën ku jetoja, njerëzit ishin krenar për origjinat e tyre dhe vlerësonin territorin e tyre. U njohta me slow foodin dhe kur u ktheva në Shqipëri, para 12 vitesh, filluam avash duke organizuar idenë e konceptimit të një agroturizmit dhe themelimin e slow foodin në Shqipëri që kemi themeluar para 9 vitesh. Aktualisht po flasim, si përmarrja ime ka rreth 70 punëtor dhe bashkëpunoj me 400 familje, shërbejmë rreth 90.000 klienta në vit. Kjo ishte diçka që mungonte në Shqipëri dhe unë u ktheva me krenarin më të madhe, me thënë që do kthehem në Shqipëri dhe do bëj vlerësim të territorit tim duke treguar bukurinë e atë dheut tim.
Zadrima has an enhanced tradition in tourism, hospitality, art, crafts, and also well known on food, becoming one of the most visited areas in Albania. We are expecting from the cooperation with the Association of Municipalities through the MDNet project to organize several local activities, to be active in the living labs, to be organized, and also to promote at least 5 local products. In the selection, we will focus to the small producers, but also to businesses that have demonstrated social responsibility.
The players in this change are the regions and the member states, private and social enterprises, NGOs and social services organizations, universities and research bodies.
The aim of Creative Wear project is to strengthen innovation in the textile and clothing sector through synergies with art, heritage, identity and new technologies. Interaction with other creative hubs all over the Mediterranean area has shown the potential of clusters and creative industries to act as a driver of economic growth and social resilience in the local territory and in the entire Mediterranean region.
The purpose of the project was to digitalize our archive, which is a fabric archive. In my opinion and from my experience, archives it is more concerned with the future and present than concerned with past. This project I think is very important for the young designer to create a new pattern, to create new fabric and to create their own collection.
We design and promote a whole range of clothes and fashion accessories in organic cotton or recycled materials. What the Co-Create program brings to us is that we develop two main sides. The first side is the social side, where we have the opportunity to work with indirect company and so creating direct jobs here in the local area. And we also have the opportunity to enhance our innovation design with the local structure here in Toulon called TVT Innovation, on which we rely on to grow our network, growth development of the company, and also test our new design and creations.
During 1 year and a half, we had here about 40 creatives who have been put in relation with the fashion industry. They have created things, they have put their creativity at the service of the fashion industry, and the fashion industry discovered the interest of working with creatives. We have attracting the attention of the industry to new trends of sustainability, and the creatives are the best vectors to promote these trends.
I'm a Greek designer, fashion designer. I'm the third generation in that company. I have my brand with mainly women's clothes. We produce everything in Athens, Greece. We use natural yarns and natural fabrics mainly, and we try to expand the idea of TCBL.
The peoples of the Mediterranean are known for their innate creativity and propensity for social interaction. However, in the narrative of European politics, the themes of creativity and social innovation as key factors for success and for the promotion of economic growth dynamics have only recently appeared. This change validates the contribution of cultural and creative industries to the territory's economic development and to social innovation.
Portare avanti i concetti di creatività e di innovazione è oggi una sfida difficile che però ci consente, oltre che di essere uniti, di poter competere in ambito internazionale facendo crescere tutti quanti rispetto al tema della creatività. La creatività è un obiettivo strategico insieme all'innovazione. Senza questi due concetti non c'è futuro per le nostre popolazioni. Colgo l'occasione per salutare tutti i componenti di questa comunità che si riuniscono intorno al progetto TALIA, un metodo per trasferire delle best practice in ambito mediterraneo in tutti i paesi che ne sono coinvolti e cominciare ad avere un senso di comunità più allargato rispetto all'isolamento che tutti viviamo nei nostri paesi.
Mediterraneous, the sea between the lands, has always been a cradle of culture and creativity. It is here that changes take place, and people are given the possibility to realize their own ideas, their own creative, social and cultural projects. The Mediterranean, a place of interactions, a place of encounters.